your audience tonight, some of the reasons why persons are purchasing or investing in real estate currently, despite what is happening.
So hold on, hold on,
Go ahead.
hold on, hold on. First thing first, they don't know who you are.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to say the lovely person that was on the live, but guess what? They need to know. You want to back up a little? You want to back up a little?
Okay, sure. Well, hi everyone. I'm Petula, actually a realtor. So I'm just sharing with you guys. Since I've joined the conversation, I noticed that a lot of persons have been, sharing their thoughts. But I just want to bring to your attention that mortgage rates are at its lowest, and hence more people are able to afford their mortgage, having access to a mortgage and doing their payments because payments are now lower. In terms of taxes that someone mentioned, closing cost is also down, and a part of the closing cost, a lot of times when people see properties being advertised, they're not aware that the listed price is not the final price. So there are several other fees that are associated with acquiring a property, such as your closing costs and of course your deposit. The closing costs includes some associated fees like your attorney fees and of course stamp duty. And I think that is where the taxes, someone had mentioned lowering of taxes, and I think that would apply to the stamp duty. Stamp duty is now a fixed cost of $5,000. So before it was 4% of whatever the sale price was, it is now $5,000, irrespective of the cost of the property. So definitely people can now afford to invest in their homes than they would prior.
All right, Petula, hold this 1 second for me because I have to introduce, although you are just filling in, listen to this. Okay. All right. So as we said, remember now, we're not talking just about the house. You can have any property for investment purposes, especially commercial property, right?
For sure.
What is the estimated? What is the estimated closing cost? You have that by any chance? You have that answer?
Sure. I would tell people to budget at least 10% of the sale price, because that would involve the lawyer fee also. You have to pay for a part of the sale agreement, and some of those costs are variable costs. So it's best to be over prepared than to be surprised. So you definitely budget about 10%. Usually you would have to budget about 20%. Also, your deposit, it can be 5% because the banks are now financing 95%. Some persons are getting 100% financing. So you also are required to make a lower deposit than you otherwise would.
Oh, well, guess what, guys? Boy, Petula, you have drawn so many more persons to this live. I'm just asking you guys, just share the live. We don't keep information and money matters to ourselves. Share the live. Let people understand there is a big demand for real estate, not just houses. Big demand right now in Jamaica for real estate. And we want you to figure out how are you going to get a piece of it. And for my friends joining from Canada, joining from the US, joining from the Caribbean, welcome. You still can get a piece of the real estate in Jamaica. Oh, hello, 55 is saying thank you. Yeah, but a quick question, Petula. Is there? You represent which realtor?
Keller Williams, Jamaica.
Well, guys, hook her up. You have all the answers. Do you have any cheap property right now?
Cheap is relative, but you can always, contact me, and I'll definitely have a discussion with you just to find out what your likes and dislikes are. What's the purpose of your investment? Is it a investment property? Or are you looking at a home? And as you mentioned earlier, your first home is not necessarily your dream home. So it's always important to invest in real estate. It's the best investment that you can make in life.
you know, with the increase in NHT benefit, what impact it might have on demand, if any?
Well, it does have an impact for sure because persons can now join up, you know, and the banks are also accommodating this. So whereas before you would have to go to NHT independently, if you're taking out a mortgage with an institution, they will reach out to NHT on your behalf once NHT gives you that clearance. And as you had mentioned earlier, it's now up to
6.5. Hold on.
6.5.
You have a website?
Pardon?
Somebody's asking if you have a website. And
You can visit my page. It's pet_s Realtor, and you can definitely send me a DM there. My number is also on my page, so feel free to call.
Oh, okay, all right. So your page, okay, okay, you're on the live. Just take this. This person need help in acquiring a home, but what type of help do you need? I mean, financial help from Money Matters, or some way how to get it done from Petula? Which one of them? Just come back to us, then Alicia. Just come back and let us know what type of help you need, because Money Matters is here to provide the help. All right, we will help you getting that home. Right?
Yes.
We will the right advice. Respect. All right. So Ella look like he's fine. All right, guys. I cannot mention all the names of the person joining the live because we are sharing the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a very simple topic tonight. Very, very simple. Why is there such a demand for real estate? Whether it be home, commercial property, whatever. That is it. Well, we have only about 5 minutes to go. So, do you think price will ever come down in Jamaica?
I definitely am not foreseeing that anytime soon. Definitely not seeing that happening. Once people are buying at these prices, then, you know, developers are always going to be increasing their prices because, as you mentioned before, demand is high and people are buying at those prices, and they're who determines the market. So I don't see that happening anytime soon.
And I think it's a function of cement and some of these input that goes into the construction actually gone up. They're not going down.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, all right, Kevin Fashion, I'm seeing you for the very first time, so welcome to Money Matters Mondays Live. Oh, you draw Kevin with you? Petula?
Yes.
No, I was saying I'm seeing Kevin for the very first time, and especially persons who will be seeing for the... Denise. All right. Yes. So what we need is the stamp duty. So stamp duty, the stamp duty was really that much that it caused so much demand on the final price, or is because persons normally lack the closing cost most of? Yeah, because I've been in situation where
closing cost. Remember, there is opening and there's closing. So persons have to understand that when they're investing, you have to have at least 10 to 15% outside of what the property is listed for, because you're going to be required to make a deposit, and there are those associated costs at the end.
Okay. These prices high. Wiggly's 360. What prices is high? What price is high? We need to know, you know, because remember, the first thing Petula said is that things are relative. So we want to know which price is high. The closing cost price, the opening cost, the legal fees, which one of them? Because what we are trying to do, I'm trying to capture as much comments as possible. My question: who determines what these prices should be for houses?
The market. Persons who are purchasers determine that, because if you have prices, as I mentioned before, being quoted at a certain level and people are buying, then they would have no reason to lower those prices. So The market is who determines. The purchasers are who determines these prices.
You know, you're right. You're right, you know. Because if they put it out at a price and nobody buy it, they
And
have to drop
nobody
the price.
buys, then they'll be
Hey,
forced to lower their prices, but that's not happening. So,
well, Wiggly, I only hope you got your answer to that. Petula, will you be handling any of the seascape properties?
I can definitely get information and assist you through the process if that's what you're interested in. So you can definitely link me up, Tammy.
Okay. Okay, guys, share the live. We have just about.
But you know what? I wanted to mention, most importantly, that if you're considering investing in a home or commercial property, whatever it is, the first step is to establish a budget. And that means getting your pre-qualification from an institution, because then that decides your budget and you'll know what to look for and where to look.
Well, Seascape is sold out. You see it? Again, if buyers determine the price, because if buyers never buy, it wouldn't sell out.
It wouldn't.
Wiggly's 360 says Never. So please put you address Wiggly as Never. All right. Hold on. We're trying to take oversubscribe. All right. On my okay. All right. Let me put back this, because will the NHT only give a give a 6.5 and bank only giving like half the amount? It seems impossible. No, you know, it's not impossible. Remember, you know, they are not facilitating you getting your perfect house, you know. So just remember that. The idea is not that you're going to get your perfect house. You can't borrow to get your perfect house. Believe it or not. Right? They will assist you to get something, and over time, you build your wealth as you go along. So you're not going to get your perfect house from an institution. But what they will be able to do is give you the start. As Stacey said, make the start. And once you're making the start, you will reach somewhere. Don't look at your first home as your only, and it will be your only home. Just make the start. Treat it as an investment. After that, you resell it, or you keep it and get another one. Right? Value will grow over time. You must pay down the mortgage one day. Yeah, you can't carry the mortgage for life, I can tell you. Because the bank prices it in such a way that they give you a certain time to pay it off. And remember, the rates and the price you pay normally hold while your income gradually increase. Right? So just think about it that way. So don't be fixed in the mode today. All right. We're taking about 2 more comments. Hold on.
Definitely a seller's market, Tammy. Definitely.
Okay, follow-up question. Isn't it the case that persons buy because they have limited choice as a seller's market?
I didn't get the question, Joe. What's the question?
Persons buying because it's a seller's market, but what you're saying is that it is the buyers that really determine the price for sure. Because if you put something out there for $10 billion and nobody taking up, the price have to come down. What are the guidelines of purchasing vacant property? Vacation property. You have any take on that one?
Well, it's pretty much the same process. You get your pre-approval if it's not a cash, and if you are purchasing based on investment, then you definitely need to do your homework in terms of what you want your return on investment to look like and what you're willing to, spend. So it's pretty much the same process as you would investing in any other property. Return on investment is always important, though.
Okay. Leighton, welcome. I have about 10 previous co-hosts joining tonight. So welcome. Okay, First Heritage Credit Union is going as far as matching up with NHT. So if they match with NHT right away, you have 13 million. But remember, not because you have the NHT benefit at 6.5, it means that you will automatically qualify for 6.5. And because the credit union say they are matching it, automatically means that you will also get 6.5 from them. Remember, anything that you have to qualify for is not absolute. So I just want you to bear that in mind. So I don't want anyone
on your financial position. So they take everything into consideration. It's not determined on what you are looking for in the market. The property that you want, it's based on your financial position and your spending power.
Yes, because at Money Matters, we don't want you to get disappointed when you go to the institution and say, but Money Matters said me can get 6.5. Because remember, Money Matters don't vet you, right? So if you want Money Matters to vet you, it's a different thing. So you know we will do anything that you want, right? Because it's big deals. It's big deals we deal with, you know. All right, and we are interested in some deals in the market. All right. What are the lowest rates? Boy, the questions are going a little bit too. All right. Marcia, welcome.
Rates are as low as 6.95 now, but again, it depends on, you have to speak with a mortgage officer for them to better guide you, because it's not a fixed rate. It can be anywhere from 6.9 to 8.5 or whatever. So it's something that your financial advisor would have to discuss and establish with you. But rates are as low as 6.95.
As low as. Okay. Okay. All right. George 3, welcome. As I said, there are some persons that I'm happy for you to join Money Matters Live. It's every Monday night. We do it at 8:30 p.m. Jamaica time. And I'm going to take one more. All right. Chris Cooper. What areas are prime for good return on investment? What areas? I mean, areas in we're talking.
You're talking in Kingston. Well, that would be Kingston 6, Kingston 8, Kingston 5. Those are really the areas that gives you the highest return on investment currently.
Well, I'm going to add one, you know, because I check a price in Mandeville the other day, and it is running higher than Beverly Hills. Right? The cool climate of Mandeville.
Yeah, right, for sure.
So you'd be surprised that well, it's funny, you know, because I don't the highest return. Highest price don't necessarily mean the highest return. So I want to be
not necessarily.
I want to be as finance correct as possible. So I don't want us to misinterpret the question. You're saying what areas are prime for good return on investment? Good return. You know, surprisingly, you probably can't buy something on probably Walton Park Road for probably 6 million, and you probably flip it back. For 9 million. You see the percentage increase there you get, but you might go to Shortwood and buy something for 26 million, and you can only flip it for what? Probably 29 million. Now, in terms of real return, your real return would have been the Walton Park Road property, because your percentage increase on the property would have been much, much more. Right? So we have to look at it that way, because we deal with Money Matters and we deal with finance. That's how we have to think about it, right? All right. We're taking one more. We're taking one more. We're actually out of time. Tommy Booth, any preference in regards to banks, lending institution?
I'm not right. That's not.
No, we don't promote bank, and to be honest, I represent a lending institution, so it would not be ethical for me to comment on it that way, just in case you never know. Sir. Transparency is best, so let me declare my name. So no.
But the beauty about it, though, you can always have conversation with as many institutions as you have time for, and then you make the decision.
Thank you.
So you're not limited, and you don't have to be a current customer of the institution to actually get a mortgage from them.
All right. What is the average rate that values increase by each year? I have to prepare. I have to prepare for that one. I'm going to send you, I'm going to do the research and give you the answer off here for that, Jody. That's what Money Matters will do for you. Paula boy, do I need to find the closing costs or the bank will provide that? You want to take that?
No, you have to find the closing cost.
Okay.
I mean, banks have some facilities that might engage in a separate loan, a short-term loan for your closing cost, but that's not a must, and it's just a conversation. Like I said, you have to speak with a mortgage officer for them to better advise you.
Yes. Some of the time, them roll it as a separate short-term loan, and they don't include it in the longer 25-year mortgage.
Right.
Because the truth is, you'll be paying too much money on it, Paula. That's the truth. Can you imagine you take 150,000 closing costs and that compound over 20 years? You know what? Trust me, you know what? Money Matters would not advise you on that one. Straight. Yeah? Remember, Money Matters bring financial awareness to you, and that's what we do. So that one would not be a good one. All right. Karina Rose, welcome, but you're coming when we are leaving and we have to go tonight. Unfortunately, guys, all right, Petula are going to let you take it out with a few takeaways that might propel them.
All right, just to reinforce what I said earlier, the most important thing, the first step is to get pre-qualified. That will establish the budget, what you're able to afford, where you need to start looking and what you should be looking for. So that's most important. Also, you have to take into consideration your 5% deposit, 5 to 10% deposit, and your closing costs, which is separate from your mortgage. So you have to plan for that as well.
Chantalie, remember, curfew is 8 o'clock, but Money Matters is not under curfew. That's why we start at 8:30 and we're going live. So sorry that you're late. All right. Okay, Pet. I will talk to you off here. Right. So you guys follow Pet on her page. You can't lose. You can't lose, right? Thank you. With these loans. Well, I need to take one more. Let me see what Neville is saying. With these loans, better not. At 2.8 and property values. All right. All right. But Petula, we give the final takeaway. I want to ask one thing. Do you think from where you sit that the market will be more encouraged if there is this tidbit of lowering the rate just a little bit more?
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Lowering
so
the mortgage rate.
Go here and advocate for lower rates in the housing, not the commercial, because commercial property is profit making. So we're going to go there and ask the powers that be to lower rates on housing.
Right?
But
so more people can own homes.
Yes, that's what Money Matters. That's going to be Money Matters takeaway. Remember, guys, there's high demand for all sort of property ownership in Jamaica, and we try to find out why and how you can get involved. Thank you for joining Money Matters Monday live.
Take care. Thanks for listening. Take care, guys.
Out we go. All right.